If y'all don't know who this man is, this is Bayard Rustin, and I've never done a video with him being a highlight, and he really isn't the highlight of this video, but it's a reason why I'm using his picture, because I'm about to drive home a serious point that was brought to my attention on Twitter that I wish I had not seen. And like I told myself that I wouldn't talk about it, but if I don't, it's gonna stay on my mind for like the rest of the day. So we all know what happened with Jussie Smollett. I did a commentary about it. A few others spoke on it as well. He was attacked uh, outside of his apartment at 2 a.m. In Chicago, and I believe he was coming off of a flight coming back from New York. Um, and he was just, he was attacked. And the people had on MAGA hats, they had masks on, they called him a nigger, they had a noose and all types of things like that. And Harvey actually drove home a good point. He said a lot of media outlets are leading with the fact that they said homophobic things to this guy and left the racism part of it, an element out of it, which they did on purpose. Only a few outlets led with the racism, and then the part where he was called, homophobic things. And they did that on purpose. But anyway, the reason why I'm mentioning this and I have a picture of Bayard Rustin is because someone tagged me in a post on Twitter, and I'm going to leave a link to the thread so y'all can see it for yourself. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and see if I can I'm copying the link to the tweet right now so it doesn't get lost, and hopefully it'll still be up by the time I upload this video so y'all can see for yourself. Where this person, uh, who is a black woman who claims to be a womanist, but to me that's just like a branch or an extension of being a black feminist, but they're trying to branch away from that. In which they said now they're trying to say B1, which we all know whenever I hear B1, I immediately think of Professor Black Truth or Jason Black, because those were the first two people that I ever heard that phrase come from. Who came out of the she came out of the woodwork and started saying what B1, what she think B1 actually means. And remember, I told you that B1 that she claims to be a womanist, so you already know where this is headed. She's the type of person that will put her gender and probably gay people and everything before her race. And that's exactly what the hell she did. Now y'all see why I have a picture up of Bayard Rustin. So she went onto this little tirade where, you know what, as a matter of fact, I'm going to do y'all a favor. I'm going to copy the link to the thread, but I'm going to read to you what she tweeted. I'm going to read every tweet she wrote. She says, "Black first," and she put black first in quotation, "is literally cis het black men's rendition of all lives matter." Now, when they say that phrase cis het, which is spelled CISHET, you already know that's going to be an attack on heterosexual black men. You already know. It purposely ignores how black women and black LGBT plus are more vulnerable targets due to the intersections we stand at: race, gender, sexuality, and how they help perpetuate a culture that victimizes black women / black LGBT plus members. She's already off to a bad start. So basically what she's saying is that when we say black first, we're just completely negating everybody else. But I'm going to drive home a point to this. Let me keep on going. Just as we say, if all lives matter, why are black ones valued least? We can also say, if this is really about putting our blackness before anything, wouldn't you support black women and black LGBT plus because we're, you guessed it, black? Instead of using black first to provide, now here's the part where she's going to say what we should be saying. Instead of using black first to provide unconditional support to black people who aren't cis het black men, cis het black men use black first to mean sexism and homophobia aren't that serious because it doesn't happen to me, and I see no problem with it because I too am sexist and homophobic. Hold on. She's basically trying to say that we as straight black men do not face any kind of persecution from these goddamn races in this fucking establishment. Is she goddamn serious right now? See, now I have turned into Taurian rage. Now I'm about to rage the fuck out. And I'm not even done reading her stupid ass thread. And that's really what it all boils down to. They see no need to address sexism or homophobia because neither are important to them, and they also benefit from both. They're not going to explicitly say that though. They're just going to guise it with this black first nonsense. They're so black first until another black man is gay and then they other him and erase his blackness. They are so black first until they need a black woman to submit to them, and they conveniently remember black women are women too. If y'all needed a shred or an inkling as to why many people in the black community, and that's not even just straight black people, straight black men, straight black women, but even some gay people in the community do not like to take up a mantle for people who think like this chick, you just heard it here. I'm not pulling this out of my ass. Like I said, I will leave the link to the thread in the description. As a matter of fact, I'll pin it because I don't want y'all to miss it. This is exactly why a lot of people don't run to bat for people in that community. And that's a damn lie, because when that thing happened with Ed Buck a couple weeks ago, they found another black gay man dead in his house. People who said that they heard about it first, they said they heard it from Tariq. I even heard someone said they heard it from me first. Me and Tariq first. Two straight black men. If we didn't give a damn, we would not have spoke on it. If we didn't give a damn about what happened with Jussie Smollett, I wouldn't have spoke on it. So to sit up there and run your goddamn mouth like you know every fucking thing when you don't is stupid as hell. This is exactly why a lot of people do not like you. We have to deal with you because you're black. But see, that's the thing. What this is also saying, and you'll see it throughout the thread, is that they feel that they have every right to put their sexuality before their race. And when people were confronting them about that in the comments, they were saying, why do we got to do that? Oh, you're trying to be like white people. That goes back to that goddamn Root article where that damn, what was his name? Damon Young said that black men are the white people or white men of the black community. They swear up and down everything we try to do is supposed to mirror everything that they are doing. And then they say, well, when white people put race first, they don't disregard their people in the black in the gay community. Well, shit, you must know them pretty damn well then. Like, you literally are trying to compare us to the main savages of the goddamn world. They want a seat at Massa's table so bad, or at least in between Massa's loins, so bad that they will throw us under the fucking bus every goddamn chance they fucking get. And I'm sick of this shit. It's 2019, and I and many others will not be silent about this shit. We will push the fuck back. Like, they literally are trying to taint what B1 actually means and turn it into their own goddamn agenda. The problem is they aren't B1 and they don't like it, so they're trying to rearrange it into something that they want, and it's going to be completely something different. It won't even be called B1. Then, of course, they're going to talk about, well, black lesbians were the ones that started Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter got off on the right foot. But then what ended up happening is when you look on their website, they purposely, it wasn't by accident, they purposely excluded black men, straight black men. On that website, it talks about black women, gay black men, and black children. Nowhere on there does it talk about black men. Well, straight black men. Because they're trying to disseminate the black family unit. You're doing Massa's work for them, you idiots. Another reason why I don't take Black Lives Matter seriously. Me Too was started by a black woman, but you let that shit get hijacked by white women. Y'all love throwing us under the bus every fucking chance you get. And going back to that black men or the white men of the black community, many of you bitches agree with that shit. and then wonder why we don't take you seriously. Now, this is not me going at people who have some sense. That's why I have to give a shout out to a few people. Shout out to Nicole's View, Lisa Cabrera, True Royal Family, Shaw Willie, Katz, Kendra D, and all the other women who don't subscribe to this nonsense. It is 9:02 a.m. in the goddamn morning, and y'all goddamn near about to raise my fucking blood pressure with this shit. But I got time today. This shit literally blew my fucking mind. And someone actually made a good point. If Malcolm X was alive today and the stuff he's talking about, they would run his name through the goddamn mud, talking about toxic masculinity and how he is the white man of the black community and all types of shit if he was still alive today. But they can't wait to run and quote him when he talks about the most unprotected person is the black woman, the most unsafe woman is the black woman, and all types of stuff. That's the one quote they go to. That's no different than them white men and them white women and white people in general bastardizing MLK every time his day comes around. No fucking different. Y'all get on my goddamn fucking nerves when y'all do this shit. And I don't care who feels any type of way about it. Someone needs to finally, once and for all, put y'all in y'all goddamn place. Because y'all have run amok. Like, I can't even... All I'm saying is this. When y'all get a chance at the end of this video or while this video is playing, read that entire thread. Shout out to the ones who were actually going back and forth with them. I don't know how y'all found the energy or the time to do it, because you were running into a brick wall talking with them. Like, the shit they were saying made absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever. Like, it's tiring. It really is. It is tiring, and it's annoying. Like, they literally are doing masses work for them, and they see no problem with it. So wouldn't that make you? Sorry about that. I had to step away for a minute. But yeah, like I said, the thread did not make any type of sense whatsoever. With this person, and I'm not even going to put their name out there, they must be trying to work or achieve to be another blue check Negro on Twitter. Like, that's all I can say. I even see Phil from the Advice Show had just left a comment. This was recent, and he left that Chris Rock meme, the one where he not the meme but the gif when Chris Rock is looking like, huh? Like, what did you just say? Like, it made no sense. Like, it's almost like they are trying to find a way to be mad at us, that they'll put any kind of crap out there and formulate it into this ball of confusion, put it online, and think that whatever they're saying makes sense, and it makes no type of sense. The fact that it got favorited and retweeted as many times as it did says a lot. Either people are agreeing with it, which is dumb, or people are like putting it on their timeline so they can make a fool out of the person who posted it, which I can agree with, because this person looks and sounds like a clown and a fool, and thinks that they actually are making a sound argument when they are not. And if you disagree with them, they'll hit you with toxic masculinity. Oh, you're this and you're that. You're this and you're that. Now y'all see why I put a picture up of Bayard Rustin. Because many of them, like the person who posted that, have the mindset of him. None of them will ever have the mindset of, say, a James Baldwin. Now, that's a person who put his race before his sexuality. A lot of people didn't even know the man was gay until much later on in life. Some of them didn't even know he was gay until after he died. They champion Bayard Rustin so much, but they completely leave people like James Baldwin in the goddamn dust. Now, I had to speak on what happened with Jussie Smollett yesterday, because what it was indeed racial. If it wasn't, then why in the hell did they bring a noose there? Why did they call him the N-word? People was focusing so much on the homophobic slurs of him being called, that word. But if it wasn't racial, then why bring the noose? Because if it was just strictly homophobic, then that means that a noose would be bought for a white gay person, a noose would be bought for a gay Asian person, noose will be brought for an Hispanic gay person. But that's not the case. The noose, we know what that represents in this establishment and has represented for as many years since the noose became a thing. But they keep trying to make it sound like we're dumb and that we shouldn't push back against whatever narrative that they're coming with. This is another reason why being gay or whatever was declared a mental illness back in the day. Not because of who you chose to sleep with, that was a part of it, but because of your mindset. Look at how they're talking and how they sound. Y'all are no different than some of the people who marry or sleep interracially, and then all of a sudden they try to adopt their lifestyle and completely shun where they came from. That is the definition of a mental illness, just summarizing it. A bunch of sunken place Negroes is what people like who made that thread are. The reason why I had to pause this video because I had to calm down. Notice my tone went down a little bit. I had to calm myself down because I literally was standing and pacing while speaking. It's very rare that I really get out of that element where I'm calm. But when I see shit like this, you know what? I think I've proven my point here. But y'all let me know what y'all think. And please read that thread. I want y'all to, I know it's going to be hard, but try to read the entire thing. The shit is ridiculous.